I'm Terry Bowles, and I hope you found your way to the link. This is Andy Hardner, and Andy's going to help us today. Andy's a social worker at Riley Hospital for Children, and we've been colleagues for several years. We're going to talk about families and how we all are made up of different systems and kind of wear different hats. So Andy, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay, thank you. So there are a lot of different theories out there that kind of help to explain how families interact together. And one of the easiest ways, and one of the things that is kind of it's kind of a fun way of doing it, is a theory called systems theory. It's also called ecological systems theory. But it's kind of dry, and Terry thought it might be kind of fun to just kind of see if we could have a little fun with the theory itself. So we have someone who's volunteered to come and kind of help me out by demonstrating how this theory works. Josh, you want to come forward? This is Josh. Say hi, Josh.
Hi.
So Josh is just kind of like every other guy that I know, or, well, like a lot of guys I know. And so he is made up of really 3 different components. Josh, yourself, you're made up of 3 different things.
Okay.
So the first would be your physical self. So let's say that. And since you went to Purdue, we'll just give you the Purdue ball.
Perfect.
Okay. So what would kind of constitute what your physical self is?
My health.
Yeah, your health, how you, your immune system, how you react to things. Maybe if you exercise, maybe if you don't exercise. Do you smoke? Do you drink?
I drink some.
Little drinking, no smoking.
No smoking.
But those are all things that kind of affect your physical health, right?
Okay.
The other thing that's kind of in your life is your emotional self, right?
Okay.
What kind of things do you think would represent your emotional self?
Feelings: happy, sad, stress,
Absolutely.
mad, anger.
Absolutely, and how you kind of cope with all of those feelings. That is a big part about your emotional self. And a lot of times, like when we're talking with people about their emotional self, we kind of ask them how they've coped with things in the past, either in a way that has been proactive for them or good for them, or maybe some ways that they've coped that haven't been so good. And that kind of helps us to kind of understand maybe a little bit about how you cope as well. So then the last thing is your spiritual self. And what do you think that means, or what does that mean for you?
Religion.
Right. A lot of times when we talk about someone's spiritual self, we talk about maybe what religion they belong to, or when they go to church or something like that. But your spirituality is many times a lot deeper than that, and it has to do with kind of explaining the things in your life that sometimes are difficult to explain. Like when things happen in your life that you have a difficult time understanding. Or if something just kind of happens out of the blue, how do you deal with that? How do you cope with that? A lot of times people will use their spirituality to deal with that as well.
Okay.
But, so that makes up you as a person, right,
Okay.
Josh? You're just that, right?
No.
Yeah. There's a lot more in there about you. Like, you're married, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and what's your wife's name?
Whitney.
Okay, and does Whitney look like this?
Uh-oh.
You've already dropped some emotion. I brought Whitney out and you dropped your emotion.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Whitney, right?
Okay.
Okay. So Whitney is a major part of your life. She's
Sure.
a member of your life. You have to hold on to her
Absolutely.
with that as well. So do you have any children?
One.
One child. And what's your child's name?
Brad.
Brad. Is Brad a little monkey?
Sure.
There we go. So that's Brad, and he's in your life as well.
Yes.
So you take care of him. So
Yes.
you're an immediate family, right?
Okay.
In terms of all of that. But there are other people in your life too, as
Absolutely.
well, right? Who else is there?
Brothers.
Brothers. How many brothers do you have?
2.
2. What are their names?
Justin and Jason.
Justin and Jason.
Yes.
All right. And do they live close to you? Do they provide support for you?
They do.
So you keep them close to you
Yes.
a little bit. Okay. What about extended family?
Cousins.
Cousins. Oh, cousins. Okay. Who else do you have?
Grandparents.
Okay.
Or grandma.
Yeah. Do they live close?
They do.
Oh, okay. Talk to them on the phone?
I do.
All right. Let's do that. Let's
All right.
put your cousins over here.
Okay.
And why don't you keep that
Alright.
under there? That's so cute. I had one of these growing up. Did you?
I did.
All right. So those are that's your extended family, right?
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna lose them, aren't you?
I am
Those
going
cousins.
You know what? Those cousins are
To,
crazy.
they are crazy.
Let's do this. Let's kind of connect them a little bit better to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You
We're
shouldn't.
good.
You shouldn't talk while you're on the phone while you're
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have all of this extended family. Do you have a job?
I do.
Okay. All right. And so what do you do?
I'm a teacher.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Teachers are great.
Thank you.
Okay. So is teaching kind of like this? Like sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's like social work too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit the ball and sometimes you don't. So
Yes.
okay, start
Very much
teaching.
so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All
Alright.
There you go, Josh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're a new teacher, aren't
I
you?
am. It takes a while.
It takes a while. Okay, and so do they pay you to teach?
They do.
Okay, good. And so they pay you to teach. You probably have bills, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and your finances,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah.
So you gotta
Okay.
hold on to those
Okay,
two.
alright.
Don't lose your son.
No.
Okay,
Alright,
keep
got it.
working.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else in your life right now?
Probably friendships.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. Friendships, let's say a couple more animals.
Sure.
Okay, so more relationships, you get together with them.
Yeah.
They're kind of fun, they support you. Keep working.
Oh, alright.
Gotta keep doing it. Okay.
More?
Yeah, well, do you have more?
I have parents.
Oh, yeah, okay. Does your mom look like this?
A little bit.
A little bit on some time. Okay. And here's your dad. Good.
Yep.
There he is. Mom and dad.
Oh, I just dropped the
Oh,
bills.
your bills just kind of dropped out.
Yeah,
That
that'd be okay.
happens.
That would be okay.
Yeah, but, you know what happens if you don't pay your bills? You really have to.
Yeah. Some other people are gonna drop out of this.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell you're gonna need some help. There you go. Okay, those are your bills. Mom and dad. You know what? Can you call them on the phone?
I can.
Okay, good.
Alright, good.
Okay, so
Alright.
just to explain this, that how many of you, and I know you can't respond right now, but how many of you feel like this in your life? You know, you're just kind of eking by, you've got all of these things kind of happening around you, and all of these things interact. So when one of these things is out of whack, the other ones become out of whack too. Okay, so what happens when you have a child, say your child, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry.
Brad.
What happens if Brad would have cancer? This one ball, which was your health, would become this ball. Now, can you see how all of those things are going to be reactive and interreactive? Can you hang on?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can't work.
It gets hard. Yeah, good. Good job, Josh. Thank you. Thanks for doing that. Yeah.
You can just drop 'em.
A mess.
There it goes.
Yeah. You know, just a couple things that I wanted to say about this as Josh kind of throws all of this down. All of those things are interconnected, and that's what systems theory it says. It says that when one of those pieces is out of proportion, like the cancer ball, like that one system, then the other systems are out of proportion too, and they're all kind of affected by that. You know, that could be just as easily if we would have taken away Josh's finances and would have put the ball in there. Or let's say he was going through a divorce and you removed that person with the ball. It's the idea that people and families are interconnected, that when one of those systems is affected, it affects all of the other systems as well. So that's systems theory.